A nomad is a person having no permanent abode and who travels from place to place to find fresh pastures. That's me. That's my story. That's my nomadic way. Good morning, everyone. Well, I'm waiting for my water to boil so I can make my coffee. And then we'll have our chit-chat for the morning. Okay, in a minute. To you, have a nice day. Yeah. Cheers with my coffee. All right, guys. I think today I'm going to discuss about what nomadic life really basically supposed to be. Supposed to be. I mean, it's nomadic life, for one thing, is constant changes of locations. Maybe the nomads stayed in one place for a certain length of time. That's how they, well, basically that's how they survived, because they went to where they could get food supply, where it was readily available, like game and a place where they could grow vegetables or what have you. But then when that was over with, then they'd move to the next place. And they followed, basically they did follow the weather pattern. Absolutely. And for nomad, change was their home. I mean, home is not necessarily a stationary place, but it's a place where you are happy in, you are, you feel safe in. It's no different than living in a stick and brick home, except you're traveling. You're not staying in one spot. And a nomad really didn't have any real home. They, like I said, their home was what they traveled with. That was home. And I know that today it is advisable, and I agree, that you have a home base, that you have either family members or friends that you can go to occasionally and spend some time with, and maybe gather more things that you might need, and information as well. The nomads, really, they avoided attachments. It's hard to make friends and then have to leave them. And nomads, when you form an attachment, it's kind of hard to leave it. You know, it really is. And I think that's why they didn't form attachments, because it was difficult, because they knew that they were going to have to move to another place in the very near future. You know, and the lifestyle for them was their first priority. They sacrificed to make sure it stays sustainable. And also a nomad, you know, it's like hitting the reset button on your phone. That's what they basically had to do every time that they moved from place to place to place. They had to press that reset button. And a lot of, okay, I know that this is one subject that a lot of people have problems with. If you're going to live the nomadic life, you're really going to have to get rid of a lot of attachments. Not just materialistic, because you got to minimize. That's what they did. They were minimalists. But likewise, family and friends. And it's hard because a lot of family, when you say, well, I want to live the nomad lifestyle, they go, oh my God. And they try to talk you out of what you really want to do and really your heart is, and you've prepared yourself to do. Big word, prepared. So you have to get rid of all these attachments, and family, friends, and material things are attachments. They really are. So it's... And actually, an attachment is anything that keeps you away from your lifestyle, that keeps you away from doing what you want to do. And nomads, they traveled very light. They did not take a whole lot of things. They took what they needed, and that was it. They didn't go from place to place every couple of days. They stayed in one place for a while. It wasn't... nomads weren't tourists. Oh, I like that one. Tourist. A tourist is a person that goes from place to place to visit different things like attractions and monuments and you know what I mean. My mind goes blank at times. So, but they weren't. They were more halfway stationary in certain areas, and then of course move on to the next. They stayed long period of times in their location, not jumping from place to place. And there's something, I saw a quote on YouTube, and I really liked it, and I'm going to say it. If you are lonely when you are alone, you are in bad company. And that is something that nomads need to not feel alone because they're alone. You have to enjoy your own company. You have to enjoy your own you have to create things to make you happy and makes you feel like you don't miss anything. You know, you're not alone. You're not alone, because me, I have a lot of things in my mind that's always going on. I'm never alone. And then, of course, I'm never alone with my babies. But I like that quote. If you are lonely when you are alone, you are in bad company. Well, I guess I'm in good company then, because I'm never lonely. I don't feel lonely. And I know a lot of people say, oh, yeah. No, I really don't feel lonely. In fact, I embrace being alone. And another thing that nomads need to learn, and I go this a lot to the van dwellers, because the RVers, they have more ability to cook and all indoors, while a van dweller does not. And depends how big your van is, depends how much you're carrying with you. It depends on a lot. But, you know, most of the time, we're outdoors. We're not indoors. God, I couldn't if I was going to be in my van all the time, I would go get a stick and brick home. But I'm not. I'm outdoors. I'm in nature. And I guess nature makes you not feel lonely, because when I look around, I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not. No, I'm embraced by so much beauty and peace and serenity. But you have to, you know, as a nomad, if you need certain things. Me, I was fortunate I have my solar, and I was very fortunate about that. But a lot of them don't have solar. They might have generator. To me, that's more expensive because you're buying oil and you're buying gas all the time for it. With my solar, it's a God-given utility. But if you don't have a porta potty, a 5-gallon bucket to poop in and all, you go dig a hole out there in the ground, go do your thing, cover it up. Just like a cat. Just like a cat. A cat does that. They dig a hole, they do their poop, they cover it up. You're going to have to be washing dishes outdoors. Wash your clothes outdoors. Bathe, shower. I shower outdoors, and I love it. I do. I love it. It's awesome. It's a great vibrating feeling, you know, when your body is wet and a breeze comes through, especially in the summertime, not so much in the winter. It's a great feeling. It just, never mind. I'll stop. Another thing you have to do is make sure you got plenty of water. And then you, not only that you have plenty of water, but you have to conserve your water. It's not like you're going to go out there and turn the spigot and you get more water. No, it's not like that. A lot of times you don't have access to water unless you go a certain distance to go buy some more, or are fortunate enough that somebody will say, well, you could use this spigot. Like when I was in Louisiana last time, the man said, come on ahead, use it anytime you want. So, you know, otherwise you're going to have to pay for water. And hopefully, and I know that a lot of places we have to pay $1 just for a gallon of water. And not every place has those little machines that you could put a quarter or 35 cents in and get a gallon of water to refill your gallon jug. No, it's not like that everywhere. I have found places where they're going, what? What are you talking about? Okay, you know those machines, and you put coin in and you stick your gallon jug underneath it and water comes out. You know, no, we don't have any of that here. Okay, if you say so. So, this is just a few things I wanted to talk about. I didn't mean to make it as long as I have, but anyway, I'm going to stop now. I love y'all. Love one another and love thyself. Hugs to each and every one of you. Hug one person a day.